Okay, welcome back to Black Clover Anime Review, episode number 65. Yeah, this one was a positive video, unlike my last one. Okay, this one I'm reviewing the 115th episode and the 234th chapter of the manga, The Messenger from the Spade Kingdom. Now, this episode is adapted from chapters 196 to 198, though they actually stop at the pencil and page of the chapter. They don't adapt the last page for some reason. Yeah, I have no idea why. It's one of the most strangest things. Episode picks up exactly where last week's episode left off, where the character Ronnie had already blown a hole in Lyra's chest, and Patry is trying to heal him, and Ronnie just walks up to this platform in this room that they're in, which was seen in last week's episode, takes the stone he took from Yuno, and puts it in the middle, and forms this giant black cloud thing. In the manga, it's something particularly very strange. In the manga, it's a complete mirror image of this. It's the same exact scene, except that it's basically they swapped it around. Yeah, it's basically like they just took this thing and basically just flipped it over, but kept the same, pretty much most same dialogue. And basically, what forms this black cloud? Of course, Ronnie, expels a little bit of whatever this black magic is. It forms a devil. Yep, which in the anime they refer to as a demon. Which, yeah, that's a very appropriate description of this creature. This is the person and apparently, yeah, he's revealed to be the one behind everything going on in the series. Well, mostly involving he's basically one mastermind behind the reincarnation of the elves, and he's also the one who's actually behind he's also the mastermind behind the elf massacre from 500 years prior. Yep. And Yuno is there. Yes. He's trying to get Patry to basically work with him because he has a 4-leaf grimoire, and he wants to turn into a 5-leaf grimoire because apparently turning a 4-leaf grimoire into a 5-leaf one is due to depression. Okay. So he tries to take him out, then Yuno basically attacks him. He's like, I was going to deal with you later. He's like, I was going to deal with you later, but I'm going to deal with you right now. And he was like, well, if you're going to do that, I'm not alone. And then here comes Asta, right through the freaking ceiling with Mimosa, who slows down his descent. Yeah, and she just stands there. Once she gets to the ground, she just stands there, watches everything, and she does nothing for the rest of the episode. I love this character. I kind of wish she did something. Heck, this is kind of similar to what you see in the manga as well. And then a lot of the episode is Yuno and Asta versus the devil. That's what this creature is identified as in the manga. Basically, it's versus this creature. What the heck this thing is? Its name is. In the manga, they never reveal what this creature's name is at all. Excuse me. That is a strange thing about this character, is that he's referred to simply as the devil. That's what he's referred to as. He's simply put a demon. And he doesn't get a name. He is never referred to by name the entire time he shows up. He's not in the manga for very long. He's only here for like a little over, I'd say, about 12, 14. He's in here for a good majority of the remainder of this arc. And then they get rid of him, which I'll get to that whenever they adapt the finale for this arc, which not that many chapters left to adapt. As of this episode, there's only about 16 chapters left. Yep, you probably think, okay, I probably got 4 episodes. That's if the series was adapting 4 chapters. This is not Fire Force. This is Black Clover. With this particular set of episodes, they're adapting just 3. So I think that the remainder of this particular arc will probably take up about 5 episodes. So probably when they adapt the finale for this particular arc, that's when they'll start adapting the next arc of the series, which in itself is only 14 chapters. Yeah, that's my personal guess what's going to happen. That, or they might increase it for the finale. It's possible. And pretty much after Asta shows up, the devil comments though that, oh, we have a kid with a spirit mage and a guy with a 5-leaf grimoire. I'll let him keep it. Yeah, that's what he says. He lets Asta keep it despite the fact that it should be his. And he has no idea who these people are. And by the way, he's like this for the rest of the entire arc. He has no idea Asta's name at all. He does know the name of a few other characters shows up later on, which I'll be very excited when they get to that. But yeah, this overall was a really good episode. I love the fighting, and of course, he turns Patrick into a dark elf. During the last like 5 minutes of the episode, like, oh, he turns into a dark elf. And Keith's wondering how long this lasts for. This lasts up until like the end of this portion of this fight. Yeah, this fight where basically Asta unifying the devil. This lasts for 5 chapters. Though Noah's brother shows up during this arc, he doesn't show up until like a little bit later. But yeah, the first part of this fight is just Asta is basically versus Yuno versus the devil, and it's Asta Yuno versus the devil, and then they add characters a bit later. Yep. Mostly put, this was a really good episode, and I'm thoroughly enjoying the getting to the climax of this arc. This arc overall has been really good. I've been loving it so far. It's interesting though the fact that for one portion of the arc, they actually started adapting like when they got to I think it was like 146, and they started adapting chapters a bit later. They kind of mixed and matched. It's kind of interesting that they did that. But I'll get to my final thoughts of the arc when they adapt the finale. All right, great episode. Now it's on to new shit, the manga, The Messenger for the Spade Kingdom. Chapter starts off at Golden the headquarters. Everyone's like, and I was like, "Where's Yuno?" Oh, he went back to hometown. He had to deal with something. Like, okay, fine. It's like this for like one page, and then everybody's pretty much in shock over the fact Yuno is a Spade Kingdom prince. Like, I didn't think it was absolutely. I didn't think he's absolutely standing, but a prince. I thought he might be. He's a royal. Quiet down, you two. It's so funny that Belle and I don't remember his father's name. He's basically the guy who raised Yuno. It is so hilarious. Yeah, and of course the guy's like, who is that creature? I am the wind spirit self of the 4 great spirits. I'm the one close to you. You have the wind spirits of you? I expect nothing less of you, Master Yuno. Look, don't go around spending on her crap. Me, a Spade Kingdom, the Prince of Spade Kingdom? If that's true, why was the Spade Kingdom abandoned in the Clover Country? Come here. I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Ralph. And then he basically summons his grimoire and shows up a montage of flashback of memories of Yuno's parents. Yeah, apparently Yuno's parents were in fact the royal family of they were the leaders of the Spade Kingdom up until the Dark Triad overthrew them. Like you see, like Asa is Yuno as a baby, and we see the amulet that he got, which he's had for the entire series. Yeah, I guess for some people it was a big mystery. Like, where did Yuno get the amulet? Because he's had the whole period. Not even he knew. And it's revealed that apparently his father gave that to him, his biological father. It's like, okay, it's interesting. So Ralph basically takes him out to the country after the Triad basically takes the country. You see, like, massacre, was like pretty much, and this whole flashback takes about good. Let's see, it takes up. Let's see, 1, 2. Let's see, it starts from chapter 5. It doesn't stop until. Yeah, this goes on for 6 pages. Yeah, 6 pages of flashback. He's like, with a much magic you already know. I'll show you things that actually happened to you. None of it was false. The last one was my father. My family served the house for generations. It isn't just us. Masons are praying for your safety. And Yuno says, even so, I'm Yuno of the Clover Kingdom, Master Yuno. And he gets a call on his baton. Emergency, Vice Captain. The Golden headquarters is under attack. Yep. Who was attacking the Golden headquarters? Why, the Dark Triad. Yeah, they decided to attack the headquarters for some reason. Lorzano. He's like, can we? And he goes like, one of the guys, can we go? Can we go? Berserkers who want Lorzano? And the guy's like says, we're here for Arcane Sage Mage. Everyone else, you can kill. He's like, yep, you can go ahead and do it. The next chapter hits January 6th. Wow, a really good chapter. Yeah, we got a really good chapter of the anime and a really good chapter of the manga. I'm really loving where the series is going right now. Yeah, I think that overall the current arc probably will wrap up, and this is my personal guess, probably by episode 21, by episode 120. Yeah, that's where they'll wrap up this particular arc. As for the next arc that comes right after this, if they stick to, let's say, 2 chapters per episode, they'll probably adapt the next arc probably in just 7 episodes, which will basically, they'll finish up by 127, and they'll get to this arc probably by episode 128. It's possible. That, or they're probably going to trim down, or probably going to do a filler arc. It depends on what Studio Parrot's going to do with this series, okay? So yeah. Oh, and before I close this video, I did hear news that Black Clover got a new studio. And was it a new studio for the anime? No, it was a new studio for the manga. Yep. The artist has the writer artist of the series has got a new studio. So this means that the series will last for a good period of time. Which I'm like, huh, I like it. I like the fact that I hear that he's got a new studio. The series has only been around just for a few short years. It's only around for like a little over 4 years. Yeah. It's not been... Actually, I think it's been... Let's see. Yeah, it's been a little over 4 years since the series has been around. Like, I would say close to about 5 years. The series, I'd say by next year, it would have been 5 years the series has been around for. And the series only started like a year after My Hero Academia. And as far as I can tell, the anime has no signs of ending anytime soon. But knowing Studio Pierrot, they probably will not take a break from the season. My personal guess is either one or two things might happen. Either one, as soon as they finish this arc, they're probably going to adapt the next arc right away. And they're probably going to stretch out that 14-chapter arc. I mean, take a look, let's say, for One Piece. They adapted 6 chapters for about 13 episodes. Because they actually do like small bits here and there, add a whole bunch of stock footage, because the fact is the 20th anniversary of the anime. I'm not really sure what they can do with Black Clover next year. I mean, the anime itself has only been in the air for about just for 4 years, and who knows what the series is going to do next year? Yeah, who knows? Yeah, with next year the series has been on the air for at least for 3 years. Yeah, it's been 3 years since the series started. And they've already gone through at least, well, this many 115 episodes, which is fantastic. Yep. But not much else to say about the new episode of the anime, new chapter of the manga, okay? So yeah, as for videos wise, this might be my last one today. I'll probably get a chance to, hopefully get a chance to view news, the 2 specials for One Punch Man. Okay. Yeah, news chapter for the One Punch Man manga, and of course new chapters of the new specials for the anime, and probably also along with that review news episode of 7 Deadly Sins or new chapter of the manga. Hopefully it gets released, and also there is one other thing, and that'll be my Christmas haul. Yeah, the past few years I've done it, so I'll do another one. Yep. So yeah, until the next video. Bye.